Hi, I'm Debbie.
I'm John.
And we are
Bridge the Travel Gap.
And this is the beginning of our walk today. We are leaving from Devils Dyke and heading off to Bramber.
We've just got here on the number 77 bus from Brighton, and we're just outside the pub at the top of the hill. And as Debbie said, we're just about to head off towards Upper Beeding and possibly on to Bramber. So yeah, it's a beautiful day, autumnal day, and the dogs are raring to go because the last couple of weeks have been quite wet, so we haven't been able to go for a walk. So yeah, we've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, see you.
Top of Devils Dyke, just looking towards the pub. It's a great view up here. It's an old fort, ruin, lots of kids playing, and that's our track out to the distance where we're heading for today. And there's the sea with some ominous looking clouds, but should be alright for the rest of the day. And up ahead is a little beacon showing that you're on the South Downs way.
About today's walk is that this is the first time that Harry has gone on a walk like this with us and been off lead for as long as he has. So when we first let him off, he was just a crazy dog. He loved it. And that was just him running past me, being crazy dog again. But it's been really good because there's not so many people out this week. It's October. We're literally in the middle of October here, and the weather's really perfect weather for walking. Anyway, he's been off lead for the first time because there's not that many people, as you can see, not many bikes and not many dogs or any other farm animals, because of course if you're around farm animals, you need to have your dog on a lead. So it's been really great to have him be free, and I mean it was just amazing when he first came off. I've never seen him so happy. It was just so lovely, and I'm glad we got to do that with him today. And hopefully there'll be lots more of that for him in the future because his recall is getting better and better. I'm not sure we said much about his history actually, because he is a dog from the Cinnamon Trust. I think John mentioned it in one of our videos, and I've been a volunteer, for over 10 years I think with the Cinnamon Trust. I'm not sure, but we've had Harry for I think it's 2 going on to 3 years now, and he came to us as a long-term foster, which with that charity with the Cinnamon Trust, that means they own him, but we have him forever, really, unless for some strange reason we can't take him due to health or whatever. But otherwise he is well looked after by them. They pay his vet bills, anything else would be an emergency sort of thing. That's what they do. And if we decide to do anything, of course we have to speak to them about it, any major operations or whatever Harry needs them. But it's a great charity because it's not only for the pets, it's also their basic slogan is for the elderly and their pets, because Harry's owner was dying. So he needed somebody to take him on. And the charity never puts down the animals unless, of course, they're dying themselves. But the animals basically, it doesn't matter about their age. They will take them all and they take it for nothing. So the owner doesn't have to pay anything. They make their money off of legacies and stuff, but you know, that doesn't mean you have to give them a legacy or anything like that. That's not the clause or anything like is a part of the charity, which is all why I love it, because it's not about whether you can afford it. It's just based on the fact that they understand as you get older, your world, your social world can shrink a lot, and your pet becomes probably a lot more than just your pet. And anyway, that's how we ended up with Harry. Unfortunately his owner was dying, and well, we're fortunate because now we have Harry, and he's our gigantic chihuahua. And by the way, he is a purebred chihuahua. He's not a cross with the Jack Russell. Everybody asks us that. He has actually his paperwork, and he's now rolling in crap. Harry, stop that. Ah! He's a typical dog.
We're now at the truly cafe is open, surprisingly.
Cafe is open. Ta-da! You just have to go up the stairs, which are right here. Along the side of the building.
We're just having a coffee and a cup of tea before wandering down the hill to get the bus from Upper Beeding to home. So it's not a very long walk today, just a few hours, and a half hours maybe, taking it easy. It's a nice little time of day.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you go from Devils Dyke, it's all pretty much all downhill to Bramber, which is quite nice. The bus stop at near Bramber. And just so you know, the cafe here in 2020 is open on weekends because of COVID. The whole youth hostel is still closed. Although they did say they had a group in, so I'm not quite sure what that was about. But yeah, so you can come by here up until the end of November on weekends, and they will be open on school term break every single day. So if you're walking by in 2020, whenever you watch this video, the cafe will be open and you can get drinks and snacks and some food. They can't open the whole restaurant because they just don't have the staff, but you can get a snack, which is nice.
And they're dog friendly.
So another added bonus about that youth hostel here is there is a paved road up from the Bramber side of the Downs. So you can actually drive straight up to the youth hostel, park your car because there's parking. They even have yurts so you can stay overnight, and it looks like some of the yurts have little furnaces in them, so it looks like they're setting up potentially to have that you can come through the winter months or autumn and early spring to stay, and it wouldn't be too cold. Up in the distance there, that is the coast. That is Worthing area and all of that. And over here immediately to my left, I don't know if that's going to be your left, it's probably more your right, that is the Shoreham area. So it's really nice, peaceful. We're lucky today, the weather's been actually very agreeable in that it's warm, there hasn't been too much wind, and no rain, which is great because we've had a lot of rain recently. And even at that, the nice thing about the chalk in the Downs, when the rain starts at this time of the year, it doesn't make it all muddy and yucky because it is chalk. So it just tends to just drain off quite quickly up until you get further rainfall and rain in the winter months and stuff, then it can get quite mucky. But at this time of the year, it's still good. It's mostly when you're crossing things like where the gates are for the farmers and stuff like that. You tend to have little ponds that start to form in the winter, and it's really awkward to try and get through them if you don't have rain boots on or something that's very, very waterproof. But as you can see, the duckies are happy and walking ahead of us. There's some cyclists coming towards us as well, and it's just a perfect walk. Yay! Off in the distance there is Stenning. So if you've watched any of our other videos, you will know that area. That's where we went up to Chanctonbury Ring, which you can see there in the distance. Up on the top of the hill, you see a bunch of trees kind of clumped together. So that is also, gives you kind of perspective of where this part of the walk is. of our trail here, at the bottom of this hill, is the bus stop. And you'll see over on the hill, hopefully, I'll try and pull it in later, that there is the pig farm we came past about 3 weeks ago, I think, yeah. Anyway, and then over on the side there, hopefully you can see the big smokestack. That is where the quarry is, the old cement quarry. Anyway, this is the end of our walk. We hope you enjoyed it again. Join us next time! See you later.